we can't give specific recommendations based on your specific situation. Each of us has the power within us to make trading a source of continuous wealth. And today, I am going to share with you how to unlock that power. This is my promise to you. I'm going to share with you how you can replace uncertainty with confidence so you can profit consistently no matter what the stock market's doing, using this simple, data-driven, real money proven earnings trading system that hundreds of our students have used to go from that demoralized feeling we've all felt at some time to that feeling of satisfaction and self-assurance that we all know is possible, and that's powerful. This proprietary earnings trading system that I'm going to share with you makes it possible. And at the end of this training, I'll share how you can take the next step so that you can start getting immediate results. Is that a fair deal? Yes, hit that questions box again. Is that a fair deal? Are you liking this? Don't be afraid to participate here. Let's make this fun. All right. Arvin says yes. Andrew says fair deal, exclamation. I like the exclamation. That's always a nice touch. I love exclamations. Mark says yes, all caps. All right, all right, all right. Cynthia says yes. All right. You guys are awesome today. Also, in order for you to get the most out of this, I ask that throughout this presentation and afterwards, make this about you. Consider turning off your cell phone, shut the door of the room you're in, let yourself get immersed in what I am about to share. Let it become part of you, just let it in. And stay till the end of the presentation. The most important things I'll share come later, and to keep the focus, I'm going to hold all questions. If you have a question, write it down. I will get to them all, I promise. So let's keep it positive and let's have some fun. This is a representation of who I am and what I do in some of the organizations that I've worked with. I traded for years down on the floor of the Chicago Board Options Exchange. Wrote two of the most popular books on option trading. I've worked with every major options broker in the US and abroad as well, and pretty much all the options exchanges in the world. And I get to be on TV a lot. But enough about me, let's talk about the important person here, you. If you've traded earnings, I can help you do it better and be more profitable with less risk. If you have not traded earnings in the past, you're in the right place at the right time. All right, you're gonna love this. Would it be okay if I share a short story with you? I think you're gonna like it. There I am with my little sister. It was probably about 1980 or so. And a lot of kids want to be a doctor, fireman, teacher, whatever. But for me, I wanted to be a trader, even at that age. I know, it's weird, right? But I did. Because I saw traders on TV and in the movies, and growing up in Chicago, there was a lot of it on the local news. I'd see traders in their jackets in the financial district. These successful traders, they were all around me in Chicago. And it excited me to think that they could make money, and really good money, doing nothing but being a trader. So right out of college, I took a stack of resumes. I went out looking for a job. I literally knocked on every door of that building, the Chicago Board of Trade building, handing out those resumes. And guess what? I got a job. And that's where I got my start. I worked my way up from a runner, which was a totally entry-level position, to becoming one of the biggest traders in my pit. I actually started trading in 1998, and life was good. I was living the dream. At that point, it might have been the best time in 30 years to be where I was. In a lot of ways, I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Trading was easy. You could make some mistakes and still make money. Because you remember what was going on in 1998 in the market? Remember what the financial media called what was happening in the market right around that time? It was the, what is it? The internet bubble. Yes, thank you, Cynthia. Good job. The internet bubble or the .com bubble, right? Do this. Type a yes or a no if you traded during the .com bubble. I'm taking a survey, so I would like everyone to answer, please. Go and hit that questions box and type a yes or a no. Did you trade during the .com bubble? When you could, geez, you know, close your eyes, buy a stock and it doubles, right? Andrew says yes. Arvin says yes. Mark says yes. Cynthia says no. TW says yes. Daniel says no. All right. John says yes. We got some, yeah, I think, okay, let's get our last votes in here. I think so far oh, I was just about to say there was more yeses, but Shirley says no, and Matt says no. Man, we got a lot of no's this time. So I'll tell you what, if you didn't back then and missed that opportunity before it popped, oops, shouldn't talk about that yet. Hold on. I'll tell you what, I'm going to share with you an opportunity that you can take advantage of right now that can make you the same sort of gains, and it's just as easy to trade, if not easier. Now, speaking of that old internet bubble, you know what happened, right? In fact, you know what eventually happens with all bubbles, right? That's right. They all pop. And for the most part, when the internet bubble burst, it didn't look like this, like cute little girl is going to giggle when it pops. It was more something like this, right? This is basically what happened to a lot of people. And I don't really talk about this a lot, but it's kind of what happened for me. I'd never seen a crash like that in my career at that point. And back then, I didn't know how to handle it. In some ways, I did better than some people, but it was bad. All of a sudden, nothing worked as it had worked before. And trades I'd normally crush weren't making money. I started to lose my confidence. I was constantly second guessing myself. I'll never forget this one time where I just got completely run over by a trade. I lost $500,000 in a single day. Oh man. That night I had to go home and have a conversation with my wife, Kathleen. And the plan before that was to put my next bonus away for a kid's college funds. And that bonus was now gone. Kids' college funds, they were now gone. And I wondered if I would still have a job. I wondered if I would be able to keep my house, because now everything was different. That's when I knew I had to create a trading system that works in all market scenarios. And as fate would have it, at that moment, I was presented with an opportunity. And when you get an opportunity, what do? When somebody says, 1, 2, 3, boom, here's a great opportunity. Well, you take that step, right? Because there's two types of people in the world. There are those who second guess everything. And those are the people who are always looking back and not forwards, who hesitate. And then there are people who take action and create success. And it seems like these people are always getting lucky, but that's not it, is it? They take action. Hey, let's do another survey here. Type a yes in the questions box if you're the sort of person who looks forward and takes action. If you take that step, hit that questions box right now for me. Type a yes or no if you are that person who sees an opportunity and takes action, looks forward, and makes it happen. Arvin says yes. Cynthia says yes. Mark says yes. Andrew says yes. Good, good, good. Keep those coming. All right. Now the opportunity, before I go on, one thing I want to point out is that most successful traders, they all have the same trait. They take action. It's about having an investor's mindset. It's about investing in yourself. Because you know what? Action takers are money makers. It's that simple. The opportunity that I got that day, it changed my life. The exchange asked me to train traders for them. And it honored me that they asked me to do so. And I started trading in a regular non-professional trading account. And I was learning a different way to trade than I was used to. And I discovered that there were strategies that I wasn't using on the trading floor that, or at least not trading them the same way, that were really, really powerful, that could make money in all market conditions, up or down, even the most unpredictable of markets. And I made it my life's work to give back to the trading community and share these strategies with all traders and empower you however I can. And that's what ultimately led me to creating this earnings trading system. So Goldman Sachs was up 24% over this 12-month period. So I got another question for you. Now, this is an important one. I want everybody to answer this one. Would you be happy, hit that questions box, would you be happy with a 24% return in a year? Yes, no, maybe so. Hit that questions box for me. This is a survey. I want to get a feel for, who we got here. Would you be happy with a 24% return in a year? Would you? This is not a rhetorical question. I do want to know. Let's see. Andrew says yes. Cynthia says yes. Arvin says no. No. Mark says no. Daniel says yes. Anybody else? Let's get the last ones in here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, Jeffrey says, I want more! Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. Yeah, so that's interesting. I think you, Jeffrey, have an interesting perspective that I really like a lot. 24% a year is tough for some people, but what if I told you that there's a strategy that it doesn't matter if the market goes up or down, or if it's volatile or calm, and you can still make money consistently and potentially really good money? Well, here is the big news. Traders can do better than returns like these in all markets, and you have to. Interest rates have driven the cost of loans up, which is bad for banks. People are worried about inflation and recession. That's bad for money managers. But do you know what saved firms like Goldman Sachs over the past few years? Do you? Their trading units. Look, Goldman has 45,300 employees. Average salary is $108,830. Plus, the average bonus is $90,000. So in a year's period, Goldman Sachs is paying out $9 billion. In order for them to pay out $9 billion and still retain enough money to grow their business by 24%, Goldman must make hundreds of percent each year. These are the kind of trades professional traders make. And that's why they make a couple $100,000 a year and even more with those gigantic bonuses. When I started on the trading floor, I started with a $30,000 trading account. Making trades like this daily and weekly and monthly enabled me to turn that $30,000 well into the 7-figure area. Now that's more than 24% a year. And this is what's possible. This is what traders are doing every day. And not just professional traders. This is Vic. He was one of our student traders who traded our earnings trading system. So Vic said, I've only been trading for about a year. I actually did pretty well overall, increasing my account value by over 30% between June 20th when I went live and the end of the year. Now that comes out to about a 60% annualized return, right? And he was brand new to option trading. Imagine what you could do with a little bit of training. So here, I'm going to start off with a question. This is just a rhetorical question because I know the answer. In green here, if you could consistently make money week after week, month after month, would you trade with more confidence? Don't answer. I know the answer. The answer is yes, because confidence comes from consistency. But if you're not consistent, you can't have confidence. And if you're not trading with confidence, you'll never be consistent. So the question is, how do you get there? How do you break that barrier? Well, you do it with what I like to call just bread and butter strategies. These are strategies that somebody who's been a professional trader comes up with, right? Somebody who knows how options work, that are data-driven. It's a data-driven trade. It's tested, proven to work. And the strongest consistency trade that I know right now is the earnings trade. All right, so can you see yourself using earnings trades as a vehicle to get consistent results starting this quarter? Hit that questions box, type the word driven into the questions box right now if you could see yourself using earnings trades as a vehicle to get consistent results starting this quarter. Type the word driven into that questions box. I would like to see, I would like to know. Please type that in there now. Thank you, Arvind. Arvind typed driven. Cynthia typed driven, with all caps, mind you. Mark typed driven. Andrew says, yes, I am driven. That's right, type the word driven in there. Robert says driven. You guys are showing up today, man. You're showing up today. You're investing in yourself. You're investing your time in yourself. Daniel is driven. Yeah, man. You're not wasting your time. You're here showing up. You are driven. I love that. I love it a lot. TW, yes, yes, driven. Yeah, man. All right. Oh, Shirley is driven. Ernie says driven. Yeah, man. All right. Now, as far as earnings trades go, there are several advantages to earnings trades. First, they're market independent. We don't care about direction. It doesn't matter if the stock goes up or down. The way I do it, there's a very short term on each trade, which limits broad market exposure. There's potentially greatly leveraged profits, as we'll see soon. And there's an extremely simple yes-no test to screen the trades. The opportunities are concentrated in a short period of time. And that time is upon us. In fact, next week is the biggest week of opportunities for the quarter, the first big week, the week starting actually January 27th, okay? The week starting January 27th, that week is when there are literally hundreds of earnings trading opportunities a day. I call that week, which happens once a quarter, where it's the first big week where there's tons of opportunities. I call it money week because there's so many opportunities. Opportunities are the lifeblood of trading. It's having an investor's mentality, right? You see value, a good trade, and boom, you act on it. We are at the beginning of a life-changing time to trade. So when is the best time to get started? And Money Week starts January 27th. And you want to be ready for it, right? When you want to start? Maybe a month from now. Oh, I've got some things to do, some gardening or whatever. You know, when you want to start? Cynthia says, now. I like it. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, boom, do it, right? The best time to get started is now. And the most important thing about earnings trades is simply that they work. And it wasn't until I was a trader, like most of the traders here attending this training, trading in a regular non-professional account, that I discovered the power of time spreads for earnings. Now, ironically, after trading thousands of time spreads on the trading floor and honing my skills with them, I learned the last 10% nuance that pushed the power of time spreads over the top for me in a rather unique way. So this is probably about 7-8 years ago now, and long story short, found myself on the phone with a producer from Bloomberg Television, and he wanted to interview me down on the trading floor. It's going to be my first time on global television, so I was pretty excited. I said, okay, so what do you want to talk about? He said, well, easy, Dan. Listen, Apple has earnings coming out, and we would like you to tell our viewers a way to trade Apple going into the earnings announcement. And I was like, oh, geez, really? Why would I think that? Well, you probably don't know this, but most professional traders don't trade earnings. So I told him, hey, listen, hold on 1 second, I'll call you right back. And I ran over to my trading computer, and I logged into my account, and I looked for a way to trade it. Because for those of you who know me, I recognize some names here, for those of you who know me, I always put my money where my mouth is. If I'm gonna talk about a trade on global television, it's gonna be a trade that I have on. That's just a moral thing for me. So I looked and I was like, well, obviously I can't buy calls or puts because nobody can guess direction on a trade, or on an earnings trade. On a regular trade, yes, but earnings is so unpredictable, nobody can guess directions on an earnings trade. So I was like, okay, how about a credit spread or a debit spread? No, same thing. What am I supposed to do? So I looked and I said, hey, let's try a time spread. And guess what? It was actually a really great trade. I put it on immediately. I did the interview and the trade made money, and I was hooked after that. Later, I came across some data that you'll hear about in a minute that then gave me the black and white proof that this was no fluke. When the right criteria are met, this is a genuine consistency trade that can be used over and over again to crank out consistent profits with confidence during specific periods of the year, specifically earnings season. Here's a crash course on time spreads. The time spread is just when you buy a longer term option and you sell a shorter term option, and they both have the same strike and the same expiration, or no, 2 different expirations, same strike, both on the same stock. So that's it. That's really all you need to know. About 95% of the time spreads trigger when we go through our earnings trading system. About a little less than 5% of the time straddles or something else triggers. But usually not. The data show that time spreads can usually work out great, as you'll see on the next slide, when certain criteria are met. And that's really important. I'm definitely not saying, oh, just go and trade a time spread on every single earnings trade. That would be a disaster. That'd not work. But when certain criteria are met, these work great. Now, other times when other criteria are met, we use straddles or some other strategy. Those trigger about 5% of the time, but mostly we're going to stick to time spreads, and let's look at why. Now, there's a lot of data here. Don't get hung up on trying to read all the numbers. Later, I'll explain how to simplify all this. For now, here's what's important. Look, if you sell short-term options the day before an earnings event, they lose value greatly once earnings are announced, the next trading session, which is good because you're short them. Now, longer term options, well, they also lose their value between putting them on the day before earnings and then after the announcement. But the key element of this observation is that the short-term options lose way more value than the longer-term ones. So what this means, and what this essentially proves, is that when certain criteria are met, trading time spreads around an earnings event is effectively a long-run, consistent winning strategy, and you can see the results here. So these are basically the steps to follow this system through earnings season. There are a few details involved, but this is basically the gist of it. So write the stuff I'm going to show you here down. First, we find all stocks that have options listed on them and have earnings coming out either after the close today or before the open tomorrow. Okay, are you with me? Yes, that is important. Are you following me? Now we can find several trades a day, and sometimes there's hundreds of opportunities just in a single week. For example, the week of January 27th, there are literally hundreds a day that week. Again, extremely important week. Write that down, money week. Now, we screen those trades using the yes/no screen technique to see if we should continue on with the potential trade. This is your first step and will literally save you hours and hours of your precious time and make your life so much better. Not to mention, it'll ensure you're only trading the best strategies, the ones with edge, meaning they have a statistical advantage in your favor. So your win rates increases and your winners are bigger. You like this? Yes? Hit that questions box. Type the word yes if you're liking what you are hearing. Are you liking this? Type the word yes in the questions box. Right now, let's be quick. If you're liking what you're hearing, Arvin says yes. Robert says yes. Anthony says yes. Ernie says yes. Mark says yes. Andrew says yes. Okay. Now next, we model the spread on tomorrow's days with a variant vol crush on both the short-term and the long-term option based on a partial reversion to the mean, but also relative to realized volatility. And then we compare that to the past to get the modeled endurable gap, okay? The modeled endurable gap it's just my way of making this completely foolproof. So then it's super easy for you. Once you have that, you'll know exactly which trades to put on and which to stay away from. Now, here's where most people go wrong. We set up the trade immediately before earnings. This is less than a 24-hour trade, and that is critical. The next day, we exit the trade at the precise time, and everybody screws that part up. But I will share with you how you can get the timing right later. And then, hey, then it's just rinse, wash, repeat. Do it on the strongest earnings candidates throughout earnings season. Now, the biggest secret to driving consistent results by trading earnings is that we only trade the best of the best earnings candidates. Yes. Next week, there will literally be hundreds of earnings announcements. The week of January 27th, there will be literally hundreds a day. We're going to get announcements from companies like Google and 3M and Coke, Snapchat, UPS, Spotify, IBM, Philip Morris, Bristol Myers, just a ton. But we're not going to trade all of them. I've got a lot of stocks that I am over an 80% win rate on trading earnings. But even those that have, a huge successful track record for me, I don't trade those stocks every quarter because sometimes they don't model out. This is a very selective process. So let's take a closer look at how this works. Here's a trade that I made in a past earnings season. I went through the checklist that I just shared, and it identified this trade. In VLO Valero, I went through that checklist that we just talked about, and it triggered this trade. So what I did is I bought 10 of the November 1st 132 puts at 319, and at the same time, as part of one trade, this is called a time spread, 2 options at once, I sold 10 of the October 25th 132 puts at $2.23. So I paid $3.19. I collected $2.32. That's a total debit of 96 cents. So I put that on. The market closed. Earnings came out. And the next morning, the market opened. And this is the trade that I did. I just reversed the trade that I had on before. The ones I was long, I sold. The ones I was short, I bought. So I sold 10 of the November 1st 132 puts at $1.97. And I bought 10 of the October 25th 132 puts at 70 cents for a total credit of $1.27. So paid 96, collected 197. The trade made 31 cents, which is 32.3%. Let's make this more tangible. If you bought 10 contracts, you'd have invested $960 and made a profit of $310. Factor in commissions, and of course, is a pretty darn solid trade. This is another trade that I made in a previous earnings season. So went through that checklist, and it indicated that this would be a trade to make. So I bought 25 of the Oxy May 31st 65 puts at $1.53. Sold 25 of the May 10 65 puts at $1.05. So I paid 53, collected $1.05. Both of these at the same time, called a time spread. I paid 48 cents. So market closes, earnings comes out. Next morning, the market opens, and I wait for 3 things to happen. And then I can execute my closing order, which I did. So I sold, and this is still 25. It's 13 plus 12 that filled as 2 different trades. So I sold the May 31st 65 puts at 166, paid on the May 10 65 puts $1.01. That's 65 cents. So I invested 48 cents. The trade made 17 cents, and that was a 35.4% profit overnight. Again, make it more tangible. On 25 contracts, would have invested $1,200, and the profit is $425 in less than 24 hours. This is another trade I did. Followed the checklist, and it led me to putting on this. I bought the LVS July 26th, August 23rd put time spread by buying the August 23rd 40 strike puts, selling the July 26th 40 strike puts, total of 20 contracts, traded at 52 cents, which is about $1,040 per trade. Shortly after I put on the trade, the market closed. Earnings comes out. Next morning, the market opens. Wait for 3 things to happen. When they do, I can execute my closing order. I put in an order to sell at 70 cents. Waited a bit longer, and I got filled. So I bought 20 of the July 26 40 puts at 46 cents. Sold the August 23rd puts at $1.16. So what I bought at 52 cents, I sold at 70 cents. That is a 34.6% profit in one day, less than 24 hours. So let's recap for a second. That was 35.4% on the previous trade, 32.3% on the previous one, 34.6% on this one. This is great. Will all trades work out exactly as great as these? No. There will be some that occasionally lose, and it's important to talk about that. So this is a trade that I made in a previous earnings season. I went through the checklist, and it triggered this trade. So I bought the NXP May 19th 165 put, May 5th 165 put time spread, paid $1.40 for it. And then, you know, same routine, right? Market closes, earnings comes out, market opens the next day. And what happened? The trade just completely got away from me. Exactly what I didn't want to have happen happened. Did I panic? No. Why? Because this is a system, you know, I just don't have any emotion in it. I just wait for the things that need to happen. And there's 3 things that need to happen. And when they did, I was able to put in my closing order. And so what I bought at $1.40, I was able to sell at $1.30. So I lost 10 cents on this 8 lot. That's an $80 loser, or 7% loss in one day. And I've made hundreds and hundreds of these trades. This is one for the more advanced traders out there. Sometimes we do something called a double calendar. So here I bought 7 in Whirlpool. I bought 7 of the August 16 99 calls, bought 7 of the August 16th 98 puts, sold 7 of the July 26th 99 calls, and sold 7 of the July 26th 98 puts. So this is called a double calendar. I paid a net of $2 per contract. Market closed, earnings came out, the market opened, wait for 3 things to happen, put in my closing order. What I bought at $2, I sold at $2.75. Again, 37.5% profit overnight. That's $525 minus commissions. The key here that I want you to take away from this is consistency. It's driving consistent profits. Because you know what? If you can make $425 on one trade, $310 on another, lose $80 on one, make $525 on another, and there are hundreds of opportunities to choose from and you just cherry pick the best ones, how much can you make in just a single week, right? If there's hundreds of opportunities a day, you sift through them and take only the best of the best, how much can you make in just 1 week? Because that's why a consistent system is so powerful. If you can follow a checklist, finding, analyzing, setting up, and making the trade is simple. And closing the trade simple too. Simply take it off the next day. You know, one requires a little bit of nuance because the management is key. Management makes money. That's the 3 M's of investing. In a moment, I'm going to share a resource to make those nuances super simple. Because look, this is a system. That's why this is easy. You work the system works. That's it. So let's talk about realistic expectations. You take the actions that make things happen to make your life what it is. You believe that's true? You believe that the actions you choose determine your future? Yes. And if you don't take action, if you do nothing, nothing changes, right? Profitable trading is a reality for a lot of traders. We have traders in our online community chat room who are some of our top money-making students. They're really successful, regular folks just like you and me, who post their trades real time for all to see, who've made the decision to be profitable, to simply do it. Now, and by the way, in a moment, I'll reveal how you can get free access to the MTM community chat room for 6 months. Now, how often can I find trades like this? All throughout earnings season. I literally showed you screenshots of my real trades. There's hundreds of opportunities. Are these returns common? Yeah. Earnings trades can yield highly leveraged returns with low risk. What if the trade doesn't work out? Well, not all of them are going to, but risk is limited and more importantly, manageable and can be a small fraction of possible gains. So here is how to make this happen. This is the total earnings domination, all access premium package. In this complete course, I'm going to share with you how to replace uncertainty with confidence so you can profit consistently no matter what the stock market's doing, using my simple, data-driven, real money proven total earnings domination system. So here's just some of what you'll learn. How to easily scan the market for earnings trades, where to get real-time data that pinpoint the winningest earnings trades, the best time of day for entries and exits, the yes-no screen technique blueprint, the earnings time spread risk checklist for maximum gains and minimizing losses, calculating that modeled and durable gap, which is the whole crux of the whole system. Oh, and how to manage the wide bid-ask spreads, especially on closing the trades, which is almost always the case. You'll also 100% know when a stock is more likely to outperform on its earnings announcement, how to set up profit and loss targets, and to select the optimal expirations to maximize profit potential. As of today, you now have a new opportunity to trade more consistently using a strategy that works in all market conditions. To get a blueprint for earnings trading and watch live setups of earnings trades so that you can easily follow along real time. To make the next few weeks your top performing weeks yet. So let's be real. Let's talk about who this is not for. First of all, this is not for people looking for a get-rich-quick scheme or for gamblers. Yeah, it's possible to make a lot of money in a short period of time. But I want to be clear, this is not gambling. This is not guessing. I've done the math. You just follow along. You trade with a mathematical advantage like a professional trader, and it's completely simplified. Anyone can do this. Now, it's also not for people who would rather spend time and money and endure losses to learn on their own over many years' time. This is the fast track. It's the shortcut. Your time's valuable. This is designed to save you time. And it's also not for wishy-washy procrastinators, overthinkers, but I know that's not you because you showed up here tonight. You were driven. You're here today to make things happen. So who is this for? Well, this is for you if you want more consistency. This is for you if you want lower risk trades with high profit potential. This is for you if you believe your success is tied to following a methodology. And this is for you if you can follow a few simple steps. And you know who this is really for? This is for action takers. And for my action takers, I'm going to make this really easy right now. This is our total earnings domination 6-month all access premium package. So let me share what you're going to get with this class. You're going to begin with the Secrets to Trading Earnings Bootcamp video. I'm going to put 30 years of my experience from my head into your head with one short video. This is the keys to the kingdom. That's a $2,995 value. Why? Because if you can make the kind of money we're talking about consistently on daily trades throughout this earnings season and for the rest of earnings season this year and forever, well, this small one-time investment can pay you over and over again for a lifetime. And as you can see, there's no auto renewal on any of this. It's a one-time small investment. Now, I also want to get you up and running fast. So I created the Total Earnings Domination Accelerator video course. These 3 short videos give you all the information you need to get started literally right now. But we also want you to literally have this mastered. So you're getting our 4-part on-demand video masterclass, earnings trading techniques from my 3 decades being in options and from the CBOE trading floor. You'll know exactly what to do every single time. Like this literally puts the power into your hands. But isn't it important to you to make sure that you can put the knowledge to use? Well, you want to know you can do it, right? Well, today you are going to get hands-on training. Starting on January 27th, you will log in and watch me trade live in my real money trading account. So you'll see exactly what to do as you follow along with me as I reveal all my top picks. You will literally see the system being traded in the live market, and you will make your first trade together with me as a group. This is the best thing next to actually being literally in the room with me trading. This is the ultimate hands-on training. So this all access premium package is an $8,086 value, but I created a couple more bonuses I'd like to share. To start with, I want to make sure this works for everyone, regardless of your experience level as an options trader. Even if you're brand new to options, to make sure this works for you, today you're going to get the Options Impact Quick Start video course. This on-demand course levels the playing field for beginner option traders. It covers all the basics you need to begin trading options confidently. Even if you've never traded an option before, you'll be able to start trading like someone who's been trading successfully for years and put you on the fast track to maximizing your gains this earnings season. Meet Jill from Cincinnati, Ohio. One of our first trades she did together with us in the live coaching sessions. She bought a Microsoft time spread that met our criteria, as did I and our other students in the class. She bought the spread at $2.65 and in less than 24 hours sold it for $3.75. That's locking in a 41.5% profit. And she posted real time in the MTM community chat room, which you will now have the same access to. Today, you're getting free 6 months of the MTM community chat room. You'll log in and get all your questions answered by me or other coaches. But another huge sort of secret benefit is that in order for you to be successful, I need to put you in a community of traders who are going through the same struggles as you. And some who have gone through those struggles and made it to the other side and are now successful and post their trades live real time. This is what one of our student traders who joined us said in the chat room. Jason Fullen from Leander, Texas said closed IBM for 85 cents or 124% profit, open to trade at 38 cents. And you know what? This was his first total earnings domination trade, a $1,000 winner on his first trade that he made with us in the live earnings trade class the very first day. This is Jacob D from New York City. He says, very first TED trade, APA, 36% winner. Thanks, Dan Pass, and everyone who contributes to the group. This is Borislav from Cologne, Germany. He said, it's a system that works with the brilliant logic behind it. So, as a recap, first you're going to get the Secrets to Trading Earnings Bootcamp video, just all my knowledge from 30 years into your head. I'm going to get you up and running fast with the Total Earnings Domination Accelerator video course. You're going to have this completely mastered when you go through the masterclass, Earnings Trading Techniques for my 3 decades involved in option trading with the CBOE trading floor. The 5 live coaching sessions with my top picks, that is your hands-on training where you watch me and we trade together. Plus, you're going to get the bonus of the Options Impact Quick Start videos to get the fundamentals down and the MTM community chat room so you're in a supportive community. Total package value for the Total Earnings Domination All Access Premium Package, including the bonuses, that's $9,765. But I want to make this completely irresistible so you can confidently, immediately join us right now. A million-mile journey begins with the first step, and this is that step. Go right now to markettaker.com/TED right now and get all of this for a small, easy, one-time investment of just $597. 1, 2, 3, boom. That's markets as in stock market, taker as in take what is rightfully yours, 2 T's in a row, markettaker.com/TED, and join us now for a one-time small, easy investment today for just $597. That is a massive 93.9% off discount. This is valid only for the first 34 of you who take action right now. Go to markettaker.com/TED. Now, why would I give such a huge discount? because earnings season has literally already begun. I want you to be one of the 1,000 success stories that we strive to create this year. People who take action are the ones that can be great traders. When you see an opportunity and you take action, action takers are money makers. So to reward those traders who are not afraid to move forward, who are not afraid to invest in themselves, for the action takers, this 93.9% off is valid only for the first 34 people to join us right now at markettaker.com/TED123, boom. And for those who join us literally right now, for those who, we actually had a couple people who already joined us, so you who already joined us and the people who join us right now while I am talking, here's the big bonus. Action takers, you are going to get my proprietary spreadsheet that I created to track all of my trades with all of the proprietary formulas on the sheet that help me make these trades confidently in just minutes. Now, I can't open this bonus up to everyone. I can't. And I won't. I can only invite a handful of traders because, frankly, this is too valuable. This is a $1,750 value, but this is the best way that I know to all but ensure your success. Look, I take this very personally. You are investing in your success today. And by sharing my personal spreadsheet with you, so am I. I'm giving this spreadsheet to traders who take action right now and join us during this training while I'm speaking. 1, 2, 3, boom. Now, as a recap again, you get the Secrets to Trading Earnings Bootcamp video up and running right away with the accelerator videos, get it mastered with the masterclass, hands-on training with 5 live coaching sessions with me, the quick start videos, the community chat room, and those who are joining right now, which I just had a couple more join, are getting my easy spreadsheet tracker. That is 94.8% off now the total value of this package. You are going to get it by going to markettaker.com/TED, or you can call right now 773-302-1645. That's 773-302-1645. Now, look, this earnings cycle, I believe this is one of the most important in the entire history of the stock market, because analysts are waiting to see what the earnings are and to give guidance for the future. And that means that traders can make more money than they ever have. This process, it's starting right now. When you enroll today, you'll have just enough time to get through the training of watching the bootcamp video, the accelerator video course, to get up and running fast right away with that, the master class, to be ready for that first live class on January 27th. These are the 5 most important classes that you will attend this year, maybe in your entire trading career. This earnings season, it is the opportunity of a lifetime for those who choose to put that opportunity into action. So it's go time. For those of you who've been waiting for the right opportunity for trading, this is an opportunity to change your life. Oh, also in the past, because earnings season, it's every quarter, it's quarter by quarter. So before, when someone joined, well, they got 3 months access, a quarter, right? But I had some people tell me, but Dan, I have a commitment and can't make all of the live earnings classes. Or Dan, I'm going to be out of town for part of earnings season. So I wanted to make sure everyone who invests in the class was fully able to use this class and to get the results that you expect. So my team and I decided that with the Total Earnings Domination All Access Premium Package, we would make the class available for a full 6 months. So as of today, You have plenty of time to get through all the material and to get to attend the 5 live earnings trading sessions, not just the week of January 27th, but also in April's Money Week as well. Those 5 hands-on training sessions are all 100% totally live. And if you can't make it live, they're all recorded. In each of those classes, I will reveal all the top earnings trades of the day, each of those days. We've seen quarters where our hands-on training trades have been above an 80% win rate. In fact, a lot higher sometimes. This quarter has all the makings of being our best performing quarter yet. Man, I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm going to prove that anyone can do this, regardless of experience or account size. So here's my guarantee to you. I am actually trading these trades live with my own real money, so you can see exactly how it's done and follow along. In fact, I'm using less than $10,000 of my account to show you that anyone can do it regardless of account size. And regardless of experience too, because you get the options impact quick start videos as well. So right now is go time. markettaker.com/TED or call. We have an operator standing by. 773-302-1645. Boom. This is David Zicko from South Lake Tahoe. He said, I closed the last 5 at $1.41 total gain. That's $425 minus commission. The class has paid for itself. Thanks, Dan. Sachin from Glen Mills, Pennsylvania said, God knows I have made multiples of the money I paid for your class. Talk about ROI, man. Russell Ketchum from Glendale, California said, I'm above an 80% win rate. Most of the others were maybe a 5% loss. Bob Bettino from Ringwood, New Jersey said, I closed out Sunrun 10 seconds after the open. I watched the vol crush from over 400 to under 200. Holy crap, amazing. Made a 41% profit. Tyler Micklove from Lexington, Tennessee said, I took Dan's MGM course about 7 years ago. He started me down the path that I'm on today. Now I am a professional options trader at a fund. So look, if you want results like Tyler and like Bob and Sachin and Jill and all those folks, you know what to do, right? Go right now to markettaker.com/TED or call 773-302-1645, 773-302-1645, or just take out your smartphone, go to the camera app and hover it over that QR code, funny looking thing in the middle of the screen, and a little link will pop up that you can just sign up right there on your phone. It could not be easier to do. Now, I am going to take some questions. If you have a question that I can answer to help you make the decision to join us today, please put it in the questions box. In the meantime, I am going to welcome our new total earnings dominators. First of all, welcome and congratulations to Arvin from Jacksonville, Florida. Hey, welcome and congratulations, Arvin. Very, very great job stepping up, investing in yourself today. You know I love to see that. Welcome and congratulations to Mark from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Welcome and congratulations. Welcome and congratulations to Andrew from New York City, New York. Welcome, congratulations. Welcome and congratulations to Cynthia. Cynthia from Fremont, California. Welcome and congratulations. Nice job investing in yourself today. Welcome and congratulations to Robert, who, before I go on, this reminds me of a question that I frequently get. Before I welcome the rest of the people, I want to touch on this question because it's relevant here. Sometimes people will say, Dan, look, I've got a small account. I see how this can scale and can help me grow that small account, but I have a hard time coming up with the $597. Is there a way to finance this? And that answer is yes. You can use PayPal and PayPal credit. So we have a deal with PayPal to offer you both PayPal as a payment option and PayPal credit, so you can lock in total earnings domination today when you check out using PayPal and just choose PayPal credit. All you have to do is go to markettaker.com/TED and click the PayPal button. Get started right now. Okay, if you have a question that I can answer to help you make the decision to come and join us, please put that in the questions box right now. Before I do that, I'm going to answer some frequently asked questions. Is this live or recorded? It is both. I know you're busy. Not everyone can make it to the live classes. You can attend the 5 live earnings trading classes that I mentioned, but if that doesn't work for your schedule live, that's okay. I will record them and you can watch them when it's convenient for you. So those of you who just joined us, by the way, got a username and password in your email. If you don't see it, check your junk or spam folder. Every now and then that happens. And go and click the link in that email, put in your password, and just get started right now. Like, it's time. How long do I have access to the class? With the total earnings domination all access premium package, you will get an entire 6 months access to all these materials. You'll have plenty of time to master the system. Is this time consuming? No, in fact, it will save you time so you can spend it doing the things you love with friends and family. And it can save you years of struggle and foregone profits. Look, you can spend years trying to figure it out on your own. But right now is the hottest earnings season that you are likely to see in your lifetime. You'll be able to go through this simple course now and start seeing immediate results. How do I know I'll be able to do it? Because this comes with hands-on training where I'll show you in the live market exactly what to do with the live trade setups. And the number one question that I get, is there a limit to the number of students who can join? Yes. We have to limit the number allowed in the live component of this package, otherwise it gets out of hand with questions. I want to give each of you my full attention. So we have to limit the number we let in. I have a small team committed to your success. If you're committed to doing your part, we will do ours. And therefore today is limited to the first 34 traders. I've got to lower that number for next time, who are serious about maximizing your gains during earnings season. So it is crunch time. If you're ready to make it happen for yourself, right now is go time. Daniel asked, what are some conditions that would cause this strategy to have a loss? Yeah, so I said that this is a non-directional trading strategy, right? It doesn't matter if the stock goes up or down. It's a volatility-based trading strategy. This is how professional option traders trade. So the stock will move more than normal on earnings, which is why the options get super expensive and have the nuances they do. It's just if it moves too much, more than what the model calculates, that's where you can have a loss, which happens less than 20% of the time, right? I mean, we've got over an 80% win rate. Very good question, Daniel. I'm not sure if you were one of the people whose names I read, but I hope it is. And the checklist you're going to get, it's the checklist is all in the material. You're going to get that as soon as you sign up. TW, are all orders closed out the next day or a large amount rolled to get the positive win rate? They're all closed out the next day every single time. Not my win rate are all trades that are closed out the next day. Yes. Can I show the dates of the live trading again? Yes, sir, William. It is these dates. It is every day of the week of January 27th. If one of those days or two of those days or whatever don't work out, they are all recorded. Okay? They're all recorded, so you'll never miss one. Great questions. You guys are asking all the right questions. We're getting a great response here. We got Daniel, a different Daniel who joined us as well. Pavel, welcome Pavel. Marcia, welcome Marcia. Christine, welcome Christine. Okay, what other questions can I answer here? Oh, how many trades do you put on during earnings week? Yeah, and by the way, when I say earnings week, it's not just 1 week. Like, I have 2 earnings trades on today, and like it's just kind of starting. It's like the pre-launch of earnings season this quarter. I've got 2 on today. Next week there's going to be more, but the week of January 27th, there's a ton to choose from. And remember, we're just going to cherry pick and pick the best ones, right? We're not going to trade them all. The week after that, there's a ton. The week after that, there's a ton. Then we get into retail earnings season, and there's a lot then. So, I mean, it's like, you know, it's like 6-7 weeks of earnings trades. But how many do we put on during, well, money week, I guess is probably what you're asking. So there literally are hundreds a day, maybe not Friday, there's less on Friday, but hundreds a day. We will put on, not hundreds, we'll put on anywhere between usually like 2 to 7 a day. Yeah, 2 to 7. Because we're going to rule a lot out for, you know, screen a lot out because we know they're not good. Then we're going to go through that spreadsheet that I talked about, that everybody here who's listening and signing up right now, you're going to get access to that spreadsheet, okay? All the trades, we're going to put them all there on that spreadsheet. That models a trade out, and it basically tells us yes or no, make the trade or don't make the trade. Does this renew every month? No, this does not renew every month. This is literally the most valuable class that we offer because you get the spreadsheet to keep. I've been planning to turn that into a platform because frankly, I could charge $50 a month for that or $100 a month for that because that's where all the magic is. But that's why it's a $1,750 value because it's something you would pay $100 a month for the rest of your life because you need it. But I'm giving that to you to keep. And it's got all the mathematical formulas in it unprotected so that you can see what all the math is. It is literally just the keys to the kingdom. My marketing people tell me I'm crazy for giving that away for $597, but you're going to get that to keep. So one time, small, easy investment. I mean, I've made more than $597 on earnings trades in one single trade, not a day, but in one trade on one day. So this is, if you don't recognize this as value, then it's not for you, and that's fine. But as we can see, there's a lot of people here who have recognized the value. Are you sharing? Oh, William says, are you sharing these trades before the live session? How are they shared? Yeah, so that's what you see where it says 5 live coaching sessions with top. That is the hands-on training. So every day of the week of January 27th, you're going to log in, and I am going to actually trade the trades during the class with my real money account. The trades are going to be revealed to you live, real time, while you watch. And I do that so that I can explain what I'm looking for and why. Put it into the spreadsheet that you're going to get also, so that you can make the trade live together with me. This isn't some, silly like alert baloney. This is not, oh yeah, go trade this, it's great, trust me, and then the trade doesn't work. This is a class where we are all together. I'm leading class, making the trade live, showing you what I'm doing live, real time, and why. You're doing it with me so that you are becoming empowered, okay? This is a money-making skill that you will have for the rest of your life, all right? That is why I say this is our most valuable class. It is. So I hope that answers your question, William. And we just had about 4 more people join. I don't know, we might be coming up on the 34 here, but I don't know if you were one of the people who just joined us, but I don't want to keep reading everybody's names. Sorry if I didn't read your name. Okay. What if I work during the live sessions? They're all recorded. Many people work during that time of day. They're all recorded, no problem. Can I only trade TED during earnings week? Yeah, so again, it's not earnings week, it's earnings season. It's about a 7-week period where, like this week, there's, several trades you can make. Next week, there's more. The week after that, there's hundreds to choose from, and we're throwing out most of them, only taking the best of the best of the best. And we're going to do that for 3 weeks. And then after that, more. But, 80% of trade, or 80% of companies announce earnings during what we call earnings week, or earnings season, rather. Now I'm saying week. Yeah, about 80% of companies only announce earnings during earnings season. That means 20% of them announce not during earnings season. So yes, you can trade this literally year long. It's concentrated. Is every company that is announcing earnings a good candidate for TED? No, absolutely not. Otherwise, geez, I mean, you just go and make thousands of trades. We screen them to take the best of the best. Some model out to be terrible trades, and we run, we don't run from them, we just leave them. So we only take the best of the best, the ones with the highest probability of success, the highest payout ratio relative to the probability of success. Like this is modeled as professional traders model their trades, right? Like this is the real deal. Does a stock have to have a certain volume in order to trade TED? Yeah, yes and no. I mean, we have a liquidity screen that we do that's very, very simple. It's not necessarily the stock having a certain volume, but yes, there is a liquidity screen, which I think is where you're going with that. Do we care if the company met earnings expectations or not? Nope, don't care at all in the slightest bit. No, no, no. Is this an automatic trade scanner? No. This is, I mean, it takes about 60 seconds to analyze one of these trades. You know, once you get the system down and once you have the spreadsheet. takes about 90 seconds to do a trade. Do I have to install software? Nope, no special software. Do I have to have an account of a certain size? Not really. I mean, I'm doing this with an account of less than $10,000. Well, I've got more than $10,000 in it, but I'm only using $10,000 of the account. I have had people, I once had a guy join this with a $500 account because he had a small account. He wanted to grow it. And he said that this is the best way that he knew of how to grow it. I've never traded a time spread before. Is it difficult? No, it's super easy. In fact, that's why we do the hands-on training, because you're literally going to trade it with me. You're going to watch me. I'm going to click this button. You're going to click the same button on your computer. I'm going to click this button. You're going to click the same button on your computer. It couldn't be easier. This is like spoon feeding. How long do you keep these trades active? These trades are active for less than 24 hours. Okay. I put them on in the last hour of the day is when I typically do it. Some people put them on earlier. That's fine. I put them on the last hour of the day, and I take them off as soon as I can the next day. I have to wait for 3 things to happen, and once they do, I take them off. Raj says, I have Fidelity. Is that okay, or do I need Thinkorswim? Most people use Thinkorswim or interactive brokers for this. But you can still get, like, even if you don't want to move over to Thinkorswim, you can still get like a paper trading account with Thinkorswim and do all the analysis on it. I also have a Fidelity account, but some of the things in the Fidelity accounts don't do it for this. But I mean, Thinkorswim it's free. You know, it's not like you have to pay for the software. Even if you get it delayed a little bit, it's fine. So yeah. Or interactive brokers, same thing. Okay. Do we have, first of all, again, I know I didn't read everybody's name. Oh, one just popped in here. Who's this? Oh, Raju, that's you. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, welcome and nice job investing in yourself today. Action takers are money makers. I mean, that is the trader's mantra right there. Like, you know, if you're nervous about investing, or if you're nervous about investing in yourself, how are you going to be a trader, right? So, and like I said, that's why I give that massive discount to people who join right now, and give the spreadsheet to people who join right now, because I'm not, you know, if I'm going to create 1,000 success stories this year, which is my goal, I don't want people who are too scared to make a trade, right? And if you're too scared to invest in yourself, you're going to be really too scared to make a trade. And that's okay. Everybody starts out that way. Everybody starts out, you know, clunky, not knowing what they're doing, nervous. Got to ask my mom if I can invest $600, you know. Everybody starts out that way. But action takers are money makers. Action takers are money makers. So that being said, again, welcome, congratulations to all our new folks. Please check your inbox. If you don't see it in your inbox, go to the junk or spam folder. And you know what? I will see you online in the chat room, and especially in the live trading sessions the week January 27th. Now, before we call it a day here, here's what we're going to do. I am going to leave. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you, my wife Kathleen wants to go to dinner. If your wife wants to go to dinner, you should take her to dinner. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes to join, okay, because it's getting late here in Chicago. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to join and to ask questions. And when this timer on my phone goes off, we're done here. So you got 3 minutes, 257, 256, 255, 254. So 1, 2, 3, boom, go. That's market as in stock market, taker as in take what is rightfully yours, 2 T's in a row. Or you can call Bobby at 773-302-1645. That is 773-302-1645. Or take out this phone and go to your camera app and hover it over that QR code in the middle of your screen, and it will just simply pop up the yellow little button link to sign up. So what other questions can I answer before we call it a day and this all goes away? I want you to, I can't make you do this. I'm not going to talk you into doing this, but only you can make that decision. I'm going to tell you something. Earnings season has already started. I have already put on my first earnings trades of this season, put on 2 of them today. Put on more tomorrow. Next week it ramps up. It is go time. It is go time. If you have been looking for a trading system that has been put together by, I mean, look, man, I'm not tooting my own horn, but I've been doing this for 30 years. I stood down in the trading pits in Chicago on the Chicago Board Options Exchange, trading stuff like this all day. Daniel just joined. Yes. All right. Good job, man. Welcome and congratulations. Awesomeness. So, not toot my own horn, but I've been around a lot of I've been a professional trader. I've been around a lot of professional traders. This is constructed as professional traders construct things. It's not, oh, you know, got the green arrow, got the red arrow, whoop-de-doo. This is, we're going to model out this trade to see if it is statistically sound and passes the modeling criteria. And if it does, we know it's a good trade to make. It doesn't guarantee a winner. There's always a statistical nature among trading, but we'll know it is a statistically sound trade. So this is the real deal. If you've been looking for a system, this is the system. And the clock is ticking here. How are we doing on our time over here? We've got 15 seconds, 14, 13. If you are in the process of completing the online enrollment form, please finish that up right now. All right, finish that up right now, because that's it. We're done. I'm going to leave that page up and running for a little bit to give the folks who are in the process of joining enough time to finish up. You know, you might have had to run upstairs to grab your credit card or wallet or purse or whatever it is. Let's get this finished up right now, okay? And if you're not ready for it, that's okay too. But if you are, right now is the time. Daniel says, when will we receive the enrollment email? Right now, you should get it. You should get it right now. If you don't see it in your inbox, Daniel, check your junk or spam folder. Okay? Check your junk or spam folder. In fact, check it now and let me know. All right? The aforementioned wife, Kathleen, is also the person who runs operations for Market Taker, and she happens to be here, and she's going to take care of you before we go out to dinner. If you didn't get it. So Daniel, if you can, please let me know now if it's in your inbox. Take that as a yes, or junk or spam or whatever. Now take that as a yes. As I said, we're going to be done here. There we go. Jessica joined us. You don't have it? Use PayPal, it makes a difference? Oh, well, my computer's being really funny. I can't get over to the other screen for some reason. Why is that? Well, I'll message Kathleen in Slack right now. Kathleen and Bobby. I think Bobby's actually on the webinar here. So, all right. So they're going to look into it, Kathleen and or Bobby. Worst case scenario, you'll have it by morning, but you should be able to get it now. Oh, Bobby's typing back to me right now. We work tirelessly for our folks. Okay, yeah. Actually, Bobby's looking into it. So you get it either tonight or in the morning. So nice job, man. Welcome. And that's all we got for today. Have a great rest of your evening, and I will see most of you online in the chat room and in the hands-on training the week January 27th. That's where you're going to get your spreadsheet too on January 27th. All right, have a great day. Bye.